Senator Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. President. Guests and colleagues, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Senate will come to order. Mr. Majors, please call the roll.
Senators Aguilar, Balmer,
Excused?
Baumgartner, Carroll, Cook, Crowder, Donovan, Garcia, Grantham, Guzman, Heath, Hill, Hodge, Holbert, John, Johnston, Jones, Kafalis, Kerr, Lambert, Lundberg, Marble, Martinez Jimenez, Merrifield, Neville, Newell, Roberts, Scheffel, Scott, Sonnenberg, Stedman, Stedman, Todd, Ulibarri,
Excused.
Woods. Mr. President.
Here. 33 present, 0 absent, 2 excused. We have a quorum. Senator Scott.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move, dang it, the reading of the Journal of March 5th be dispensed with. I give up. And the Journal be approved as corrected by our most excellent Secretary, Cindy Markwell.
There is a substitute motion for a vacancy committee. To the substitute motion.
I give up.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The motion is adopted. The journal is approved. Committee reports.
March 5th, 2015, Committee on Finance. After consideration of the Mayor's Committee recommends the following. House Bill 1012 be referred to the Committee of the Whole. Favorable recommendation with the recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. March 5th, 2015, Committee on Finance. After consideration of the Mayor's Committee recommends the following. Senate Bill 118 be postponed indefinitely.
Senate Services.
March 6, 2015, correctly engrossed, Senate Bills 110, 182, 186, 187, 188, 189, 190, and 191, correctly revised, House Bills 1034, 1055, 1070, 1094, 1137, 1174, correctly enrolled, Senate Bill 159.
Introduction of bills.
Senate Bill 203 by Senator Cook and Representative Pabon concerning continuation of the regulation of debt management service providers by the Attorney General and in connection therewith implementing the recommendations of the 2014 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Senate Bill 203 is assigned to Judiciary. Third reading of bills consent. Mr. Majors, would you please read the title of all the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar?
House Bill 1070 by Representative Buckner and Senator Martinez-Jimenez concerning changes to the crime profits distribution statute. House Bill 1094 by Representative Lee and Senators Cook and Newell concerning restorative justice. House Bill 1137 by Representative Becker Kay and Senator Cook concerning requests for multiple booking photographs. House Bill 1174 by Representative Carver and Senator Woods concerning the confidentiality of personal information for participants in the Address Confidentiality Program in connection therewith protecting victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking. House Bill 1034 by Representative Veal and Senator Crowder concerning an increase in the number of district court judges in the 12th Judicial District and in connection therewith making an appropriation. Senate Bill 189 by Senator Stedman and Representative Rankin concerning the repeal of Consolidated Tobacco Settlement Program monitoring and reporting requirements and in connection therewith reducing an appropriation. Senate Bill 190 by Senator Grantham and Representative Hamner concerning the repeal of the requirement that the Executive Director of the Department of Personnel promulgate rules to establish state archives fees. Senate Bill 110 by Senator Baumgartner and Representative Janal concerning the continuation of the regulation by the Director of the Division of Professions and Occupations of Funeral Establishments and in connection therewith implementing the recommendations of the Department of Regulatory Agencies as contained in the 2014 Sunset Report and making an appropriation.
Majority Leader Scheffel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate adopt all the bills listed on the third reading of bills final passage consent calendar, including House Bill 1070, House Bill 1094, House Bill 1137, House Bill 1174, House Bill 1034, Senate Bill 189, Senate Bill 190, and Senate Bill 110.
Is there any discussion on any of the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar? Are there any no votes on any of the bills on the third reading of bills consent calendar? With 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, and 2 excused, House Bill 1070 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Cook, Senator Newell, Senator Roberts, Senator Guzman. Co-sponsors: Senator Neville, Senator Woods, Senator Merrifield. Senator Lambert. Senator Marble. Senator Todd. With 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, House Bill 1094 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Minority Leader Carroll, Senator Roberts, Senator Heath, Senator Jones, Senator Kafalis, Senator Aguilar, Senator Merrifield, Senator Hodge, Senator Todd, Senator Johnston, Senator Kerr. Co-sponsors: Senator Guzman, Senator Donovan, Senator Stedman, with 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, House Bill 1137 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Guzman, Senator Roberts, Senator Lundberg, Senator Merrifield. Co-sponsors: Senator Marble, Senator John, with 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, House Bill 1174 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Crowder, Senator Lundberg, Senator Neville, Senator Kafalis, Senator Martinez-Humenick, Senator Merrifield, Senator Todd, Senator Roberts, Senator Guzman, Senator John, Senator Cook, Senator Marble, Senator Heath, Senator Grantham, Senator Kerr, Senator Aguilar, Senator Stedman, Senator Newell, Senator Jones, Mr. Majority Leader, Senator Baumgardner, Senator Sonnenberg, Senator Lambert, Senator Donovan, Senator Scott, Senator Johnston, further co-sponsors. Please add the President. With 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, and 2 excused, House Bill 1034 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Majority Leader Scheffel, Senator Roberts, Senator Stedman, Senator Guzman, Senator Grantham, Senator Martinez-Humenick, Senator Heath, Senator Cook, Senator Newell, Senator Donovan. Co-sponsors. Please have the President. With 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Bill 189 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Guzman, Senator Newell, Senator Todd, with 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Bill 190 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Newell, please have the President. With 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Bill 110 is adopted. Co-sponsors: Senator Todd, Senator Newell, Senator Stedman. Co-sponsors. Please add the President. Majority Leader Scheffel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate proceed out of order for a moment of personal privilege.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The Senate will proceed out of order for a moment of personal privilege. Minority Leader Carroll.
Thank you, Mr. President. I request a moment of personal privilege.
Granted.
Thank you, Mr. President and colleagues. Want to draw your attention today. We have some special guests joining us in the chamber. A lot of times when we think of the beautiful and upcoming places in Colorado, we might think west, but I'm going to encourage you to think east. Joining us today is the I-70 Corridor Chamber of Commerce, REAP, which we know it as, which is the Regional Economic Advancement Partnership. For us, this is a thriving community, which we think is the present and future as well as the past of Colorado. This corridor includes not only Bennett, Byers, Strasburg, Watkins, Deer Trail, and Agate, but we have seen actually the I-70 Chamber Corridor has itself been formed since 1992. But across the towns that this stretch really covers both Adams County and Arapahoe County on east. It's a 35-mile long stretch, and along the corridor, just so we all know a little bit more about the area, we've got more than 500 small locally owned businesses in the area. The employment along the corridor has grown rapidly recently, increasing by an average of about 13% per year. 90% of the corridor's businesses are small businesses with less than 10 employees. And about 38% of those businesses are self-employed or maybe even a single employee. So much of that activity is happening with small and local entrepreneurs and small business. We have a diverse mix of industry ideas and innovation out in the area. We cover everything from the services sector, retail, all utilities, transportation, construction, agriculture, crop farming, livestock, you name it, we've got it going on. It's an important, obviously, transportation corridor for what's going on. And the region is really on the front lines of agritourism, aviation and aerospace, all aspects of energy, whether it's oil, natural gas, also renewable energies out in the area. There's a lot more to go on, but I wanted to encourage you. I promise you there is less traffic. Take the time to go east. It's beautiful, help support a lot of the small businesses, families, and entrepreneurs out in the area. And most importantly, thank you for helping join me in welcoming our guests for the Eastern I-70 Corridor Day at the Capitol, along with Senator Hodge.
Senator Hodge.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask for a moment of personal privilege, please.
Granted.
Thank you. I would just like to take a moment to introduce some of our elected officials who are with us today. There is, and if you'll please stand, Adams County Commissioner Jan Pulowski, Bennett Mayor Sue Horn, Bennett, what do you call it? Trustee, you're not councilman, you're trustees, Larry Vittum. Welcome to the Capitol.
Third reading of bills. Mr. Majors, would you please read the title to Senate Bill 100?
Senate Bill 100 by Senator Stedman and Representatives Foote and McCain concerning implementation and recommendations of the Committee on Legal Services in connection with legislative review of rules and regulations of state agencies.
Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate Bill 100 lay over to March 9.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Senate Bill 100 will lay over until March 9th. Mr. Majors, please read the title of Senate Bill 104.
Senate Bill 104 by Senator Holbert and Representative Lee concerning the continuation of the Colorado Division of Securities in connection with implementing the recommendations of the 2014 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Senator Holbert.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move Senate Bill 104 on third reading, final passage.
Is there further discussion on Senate Bill 104? Are there any no votes? Senator Sonnenberg. Senator Marble. With 31 ayes, 2 noes, 0 absent, 2 excused. Senate Bill 104 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Mr. Majors, please. Senator Johnson is a co-sponsor. Barely. Senator Neville. You can always add your name regardless of whether you are recognized later. Mr. Majors, please read the title to Senate Bill 102.
Senate Bill 102 by Senator Holbert and Representative Lee concerning continuation of the Securities Board and in connection with implementing the recommendations of the 2014 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Senator Holbert,
Thank you, Mr. President. I move Senate Bill 102 on third reading and final passage.
is there further discussion on Senate Bill 102? Are there any no votes? With 33 ayes, 0 noes, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Bill 102 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Mr. Majors, please read the title to House Bill 1055.
House Bill 1055 by Representative Vasgar, Senator Grantham concerning the participation of people who are not state employees in the State Employee Assistance Program established by the State Personnel Director.
Senator Grantham.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of House Bill 1055 on third reading and final passage and ask for the use of the present roll call.
Is there further discussion on House Bill 1055? Are there any no votes? Senator Marble. With 32 ayes, 1 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, House Bill 1055 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Senator Heath, Senator Kafalis, Senator Stedman, Senator Crowder, Senator Hodge, Senator Todd, Senator Merrifield, Senator Guzman, Senator Aguilar, Senator Garcia, Senator Kerr, Senator Newell, Senator Roberts, Senator Martinez-Humenick. Last call. Please add the President. Mr. Majors, would you please read the title to Senate Bill 188?
Senate Bill 188 by Senator Stedman and Representative Rankin concerning the use of the first tier of statutory allocated tobacco litigation settlement money in connection with making an annual statutory allocation of such money to the tobacco settlement defense account of the tobacco litigation settlement cash fund and making an offsetting reduction in the annual statutory allocation of such money to the Children's Basic Health Plan Trust, authorizing the Department of Revenue to use money in the tobacco settlement defense account for settlement enforcement related activities and making an appropriation.
I was hoping somebody would move the reading at length, but I think we already did that. Senator Stedman.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move Senate Bill 188 on third reading and final passage.
Is there further discussion on Senate Bill 188? Are there any no votes? Senator Sonnenberg. Senator Marble. With 31 ayes, 2 noes, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Bill 188 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Senator Crowder, Senator Todd, Mr. Majors, would you please read the title of Senate Bill 191?
Senate Bill 191 by Senators Sheffel and Carroll and Representatives Duran and Del Grosso concerning the payment of expenses of the Legislative Department.
Senator Carroll.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of my co-sponsor and myself, I move Senate Bill 191 on third reading, final passage, and ask for an aye vote.
Is there further discussion on Senate Bill 191? Are there any no votes? With 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, and 2 excused, Senate Bill 191 is adopted. Co-sponsors, Senator Kafalis, Senator Merrifield, Senator Guzman, Senator Roberts, Senator Donovan. These are co-sponsors, not 17 Cs. Senator Martinez-Humenick, Senator Todd, Senator Lambert. Yeah. I think I'm on it. Further co-sponsors. I'm going to leave the machine open for a while. With Mr. Majors, please read the title of Senate Bill 187.
Senate Bill 187 by Senator Grantham and Representative Young concerning authorization for the High Performance Transportation Enterprise to deposit money received as a loan from the State Highway Fund to the separate account within the Statewide Transportation Enterprise Special Revenue Fund.
Senator Grantham.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of Senate Bill 187 on third reading and final passage and ask for the use of the present roll call.
Is there further discussion? Are there any no votes? With 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Bill 187 is adopted. Co-sponsors, Senator Crowder, Senator John, Senator Newell, Senator Lambert, Senator Merrifield, Senator Todd, Senator Martinez-Humenick, Senator Jones, Senator Kafalis, Mr. Majors, please read the title to Senate Bill 182.
Senate Bill 182 by Senators Garcia and Crowder and Representatives Navarro and Esgar concerning allowing the Department of Corrections to transfer certain offenders to the youthful offender system to participate in age-appropriate programs.
Senator Crowder.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the third reading and final passage of SB 182 and ask for an aye vote. Thank you.
Is there further discussion? Are there any no votes on Senate Bill 182? With 33 ayes, 0 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Bill 182 is adopted. Co-sponsors, Senator Cook, Senator John, Senator Merrifield, Senator Todd, Senator Roberts, Senator Martinez-Humenick, Senator Aguilar, Senator Lambert, Senator Johnston, Senator Grantham, Mr. Majors, please read the title of Senate Bill 186.
Senate Bill 186 by Senator Woods and Representatives Dorr and Garnett concerning the exemption of yoga teacher training from regulation under statutes governing private occupational education and in connection therewith reducing an appropriation.
Senator Woods.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move for the adoption of Senate Bill 186 on third reading and final passage and ask for the use of the present roll call.
Is there further discussion on Senate Bill 186? Are there any no votes? Minority Leader Carroll. With 32 ayes, 1 no, 0 absent, 2 excused, Senate Bill 186 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Mr. Majors, would you please read? Majority Leader Scheffel. Oh my God. I think we're going to wait a while. Senator Marble, Senator Baumgardner, Senator Hill, Senator Cook, Senator Heath, Senator Kafalis, Senator Holbert, Senator Kerr, Senator Merrifield, Senator Lundberg, Senator Donovan, Senator Neville, Senator Todd, Senator Sonnenberg, Senator Martinez-Humenick, Senator Scott, Senator Crowder, Senator Lambert, Senator Guzman, Senator Johnson, Senator Grantham, Senator Stedman. Please have the President. Majority Leader Scheffel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate lay over General Order second reading of bills calendar to March 9.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. The Senate will lay over General Order second reading of bills calendar until March 9. Okay. Committee reports.
March 5, 2015, Committee on Transportation, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following: House Bill 1207 be referred to the Committee of the Whole favorable recommendation, with the recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. March 5, 2015, Mr. President, the Committee on Health and Human Services has had under consideration and has had a hearing on the following appointments and recommends the appointments be placed on the consent calendar and confirmed. Members of the Colorado Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing for terms expiring July 1, 2018. Mary Pat Graham Kelly of Lakewood, Colorado, serves as a member who is deaf, reappointed. Kirk B. Newroth of Denver, Colorado, serves as a member who is an interpreter for the deaf and hard of hearing, reappointed. March 4, 2015, Committee on Health and Human Services, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following: House Bill 1078 be referred to the Committee of the Whole, favorable recommendation. March 5, 2015, Committee on Health and Human Services, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following: House Bill 1075 be referred to the Committee of the Whole, favorable recommendation. March 4, 2015, Committee on Health and Human Services, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following: House Bill 1032 be referred to the Committee of the Whole, favorable recommendation, with the recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. March 5, 2015, Committee on Health and Human Services, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following: Senate Bill 178 be referred to the Committee of the Whole, favorable recommendation. March 5, 2015, Committee on Health and Human Services, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following: House Bill 1144 be referred to the Committee of the Whole, favorable recommendation.
Introduction of resolutions.
Senate Joint Resolution 11 by Senators Todd and Martinez-Humenick concerning the recognition of March as Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month.
Majority Leader Scheffel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the Senate lay over Senate Joint Resolution 11 to March 12.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Senate Joint Resolution 11 will lay over until March 12th. Message from the House.
March 6, 2015, Mr. President, the House has passed on third reading and transmitted the advisory statutes, House Bill 1173 as amended.
Committee reports.
March 5, 2015, Committee on Education, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following: Senate Bill 173 be amended as follows and as so amended before the Committee of the Whole, favorable recommendation. March 5, 2015, Mr. President, the Committee on Education has had under consideration as that hearing on the following appointment and recommends the appointment be placed on the consent calendar and confirmed. Member of the Charter School Institute Board, effective July 1, 2014, for a term expiring July 1, 2017, Elizabeth Dina Ibar-Conti of Denver, Colorado, a Democrat who has experience as a public school teacher and as a public school administrator working with charter schools, appointed. March 5, 2015, Mr. President, the Committee on Education has had under consideration as that hearing on the following appointments and recommends the appointments be placed on the consent calendar and confirmed. Members of the Colorado Commission on Higher Education for terms expiring July 1, 2018, Venetia B. Kerr of Aurora, Colorado, a resident of the 6th Congressional District and a Democrat, reappointed. Paula E. Sandoval of Denver, Colorado, a resident of the 1st Congressional District and a Democrat, appointed. March 5, 2015, Mr. President, the Committee on Education has had under consideration as a hearing on the following appointments, recommends the appointments be placed on the consent calendar and confirmed. Members of the Board of Trustees for the University of Northern Colorado for terms expiring December 31, 2018, Shane Cato Cruz of Monument, Colorado, serves as an unaffiliated appointed. Kelly Marie Johnson, PhD, RN, MSN, NEA, BC, CRRN of Parker, Colorado, serves as an unaffiliated appointed. March 5, 2015, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following. House Bill 1038 be postponed indefinitely. March 5, 2015, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following. Senate Bill 183 be amended as follows and as so amended before the Committee of the Whole. Favorable recommendation. March 5, 2015, Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy, after consideration of the Mayor's Committee, recommends the following. Senate Bill 46 be amended as follows and as so amended before the Committee of the Whole. Favorable recommendation, with the recommendation be placed on the consent calendar. March 5, 2015, Mr. President, the Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy is under consideration as that hearing on the following appointments and recommends the appointments be placed on the consent calendar and confirmed. Members of the Groundwater Commission for a term expiring May 1, 2016. Carolyn F. Burr of Denver, Colorado, serves as representative of municipal or industrial users, reappointed for a term expiring May 1, 2017. Mark Christopher Arnish of Keensburg, Colorado, serves as resident agriculturalist from the Lost Creek Basin, appointed for a term expiring May 1, 2018. Virgil Francisco Valdez of Alamosa, Colorado, serves as a representative from Water Division 3 and as an agriculturalist, reappointed. March 5, 2015, Mr. President, the Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy is under consideration as at a hearing on the following appointment and recommends the appointment be placed on the consent calendar and confirmed. Member of the Coal Mine Board of Examiners for a term expiring July 1, 2016, John Carroll Polus of PE of Paonia, Colorado, serves as a Colorado mine owner, operator, manager, or other mine official actively engaged in the underground coal mining industry during the term of office and occasioned by the resignation of Justin Kenneth Evans of Crawford, Colorado, appointed. March 5, 2015, Mr. President, the Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy is under consideration as a hearing on the following appointments and recommends the appointments be placed on the consent calendar and confirmed. Members of the Parks and Wildlife Commission for a term expiring July 1, 2015. John Vincent Howard of Boulder, Colorado, as a representative of sports persons occasioned by the resignation of Gasper Perricone of Denver, Colorado, appointed for terms expiring July 1, 2018. The Honorable Robert Dean Wingfield of Vernon, Colorado, as a representative of agriculture, reappointed. Alexander Marcus Zip of Pueblo, Colorado, as a representative of sports persons, appointed. Dale E. Pizzle of Creed, Colorado, as a member at large, appointed. March 5, 2015, Mr. President, the Committee on Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Energy is under consideration as at hearing on the following appointments and recommends the appointments be placed on the consent calendar and confirmed. Members of the Colorado Wildlife Habitat Stamp Committee, effective December 31, 2014, for terms expiring December 31, 2018. Thomas Dwayne Brazia of Durango, Colorado, a sports person, appointed. Luke B. Schaefer of Craig, Colorado, a representative of a national or regionally recognized conservation organization whose mission is focused on non-game wildlife and whose membership is composed primarily of non-game wildlife users, reappointed. Kelly D. Van Cleve of Fort Collins, Colorado, a sports person, reappointed.
Mr. Majority Leader. We are at announcements. Senator Newell, how did I know?
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, you received a flyer on your desk this morning for the Children's Caucus. We are having on Monday the next Children's Caucus, and the topic is marijuana, children, and families. So we are having some guest speakers come about the research about the laws and what's happening in practice. And we would love to have you there. If you would like a lunch, then please order today, so RSVP today so that we can order the lunch for you. And again, that's Monday at noon for the Children's Caucus. Thank you.
Thank you. Further announcements? Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just one announcement, colleagues. It is daylight savings time this weekend, so you might make a note of that. It being spring, we will be springing ahead, I believe. We're also waiting for a couple of things to read over the desk in a little bit here, so we are not going to adjourn. We are going to recess, but you don't need to be here for that. With that, Mr. President, I move the Senate recess to 1 p.m. today.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The Senate will stand in recess until 1 p.m. today.